Welcome to another update from Elixir's voyage around the world. My name's Max, and after spending a year restoring my 37-foot sailing boat in the UK, I've sailed her to the Pacific coast of Mexico with a group of friends. After a few weeks in the boatyard in Chiapas, we splashed Elixir and started to make our way north. Mexico is huge, and it seemed like all we could find were light headwinds. We spent days tacking up the seemingly endless country, making friends and picking up crew along the way.
My name is Taylor, and I'm from Chicago. I knew somebody else who lived on this boat for a year. Shout out Hannah. Follow her at Hannah Sailing. I did a passage with Hannah, and then I met Max when we finished our passage. We hung out for a little bit. Then I asked if my sister and I could come join him on Elixir, and now we're here. Yeah. I'm the sister.
Same story.
I'm Alex, also from Chicago. So I grew up sailing in a pond.
We grew up sailing on Lake Michigan, which is one of the Great Lakes. Our grandparents started sailing in the Great Lakes.
And we're third generation sailors.
Yeah. We're used to racing. We've been racing boats, so kind of cruising and being more relaxed is something that we're both getting used to.
It's a little different sailing in the ocean, just like more places to go. I don't know, we can go to like Wisconsin and Indiana. It's a little bit more of a range. Going from country to country.
We're repairing a sail. We just put a patch in and made some holes, so now I'm trying to push this needle through this really thick sail, which is a little bit of a challenge, but here we are.
What's your name and where are you from?
Hey.
What's your name? Where do you
My name is Brandon. I'm from Guatemala and California. I'm from both these places. I'm here in Elixir because I follow Max on his YouTube and Instagram accounts from Montar. I met him in Ixtapa, Guerrero, because I went diving and I recognized him on the harbor. I was like, yo, Max, let's go surfing. And now I'm here in Elixir. I'm excited to get some waves. I'm excited to get some wind and some tight lines. It's gonna be sick.
What's a tight line?
It's when you go fishing. Tight line.
And with some new crewmates, we continued our journey north through Mexico, close-hauled, tacking against the constant northerlies that blow down this section of coastline.
We just woke up, we motor here, and we're gonna go sail in Playa Linda.
It's this right there.
We're gonna sail?
No, I said surf. Did I say sail? I meant surf. Whatever, man. My S words get confused, okay?
Yeah, hang loose.
Oh my god.
Oh my god,
Yes.
we're gonna surfing. Gonna catch some gnarly waves.
This is one of the things on my bucket list. Surfing from the boat. Surfing from inside the ocean to go surf.
Before we get into the video, we need to ask you for a favor. Please put a smile on the faces of the Elixir crew by subscribing to our channel so that we can reach our target of 15,000 subscribers before we leave to cross the Pacific. Thank you.
Is that a sink?
Do a back flip.
I can't do it back.
That was almost some viral content. Mexico during the dry season is a sailing paradise. Every day we had blue skies and a gentle breeze. The Pacific coastline also has an endless selection of beach breaks and point breaks. The mornings are always glassy and offshore, and we made the most of any opportunities to anchor up next to a surf spot and jump in for some waves. The waves were gentle and perfect for my 10-foot longboard. Before we left on this journey, I was undecided as to whether it was a good idea to bring it, as it takes up quite a lot of deck space, but I definitely made the right call, and it was the perfect board for cruising along the laid-back Mexican point breaks.
My time in Elixir is over. So I'm gonna jump overboard and swim back to shore with all my shit. They're dropping me off in Saladita where there's a lot of waves. Small waves, but there's waves. And I'm getting drop off here because my van is here with all my gear. Yeah, I feel like a movie star. Got my camera.
So I think we can sail within like maybe 500 meters of the shoreline, and then he's just gonna leap off with everything in a dry bag and paddle ashore.
Everything except for the spear gun, that's gotta stay on the outside of the dry bag.
I'm gonna leave it in Elixir. I can get it in September.
Alright, sounds good.
For you, you can wear it for now.
We don't need any more in this boat.
He'll come and get it.
Come
Hey,
on.
did you leave stuff in Elixir when you left?
Yeah, but I definitely came back.
Yeah, but he can definitely come back too.
I'll wear that shirt. I'll wear that shirt.
Well, time to see if this shit's waterproof. Feels waterproof.
Yeah, it looks good.
Adios, amigo, un placer. It's gonna be sick, man. You're gonna do great. Bye, Elixir. Good luck. Fair winds and tight lines.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Bye!
Oh, the fishing line!
Is he gonna be okay?
Being the capable Californian lifeguard that he is, Brandon made it ashore without any issue. Each day the wind was on our nose, but light headwinds are actually my favourite sailing conditions. The seas are flat, the motion of the boat is very comfortable, and we can still maintain a consistent 4 to 5 knots. It was easygoing, gentle sailing beneath the warm Mexican sun with no worries of rain or even waves splashing into the cockpit. We stayed close to land to make the most of the land and sea breezes. We caught faint views of the constantly changing Mexican shoreline, and the slow days of sailing gave us a healthy respect for the size of this country. During the daytime, the wind was always onshore. After the sun dipped into the Pacific, a full moon rose behind us, and it was a relief to have a break from the relentless sun. During the night, an offshore breeze fills in, bringing with it an earthy smell and the faint dust from the arid shoreline. And at sunrise, we were greeted with a whole new section of coastline. The wind dies off before blowing onshore and the cycle starts again.
I'm about to make some stir fry, so I'm cutting up some garlic and ginger. We're gonna put it with some fish that Max caught this morning, some bonito.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, I'm really excited, honestly.
I'm excited too. Put me in the movie.
How's your maiden voyage been on Elixir?
It's been wonderful. Although I keep hitting my knees and my elbows and just about every other part of my body on everything. But it's been fabulous. The food's been good, which I can't lie. Hannah said that you really like buttered noodles with garlic in it, so I was a little worried coming on board, but it has been nothing but luxury.
Buttered noodles with garlic on them?
You don't call them, I'm sorry, buttered pasta with garlic?
That doesn't sound right.
No.
Is she tripping?
She said that that's all you ever ate.
Nah, she's gaslighting you.
She was doing that to
Well, the food was better than expected, and I'm very excited for dinner, as lunch was. It's gonna be a hard act to follow, honestly. Well, they're really pretty rocks, dolphins, usual suspects. Not a lot of wind. Been moving kind of slow. Brandon was here. That was fun, but that was feels like a week ago, honestly.
Hopefully made
Rip.
it. Hopefully made it back
Rest in
alright.
peace, Brandon. And our thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, we've been having to make some interesting deals with Poseidon. Maybe my soul for some wind. It should pick up. It's been picking up maybe around 7, 8 each evening, and then sort of variable throughout the night.
So obviously it's really hot here on the Pacific coast of Mexico, and there's a few ways that we've been keeping cool by showering ourselves. You can either sit here and use that bucket to sort of chuck loads of salt water over your head, or my favourite way is to literally just jump over the side, which is obviously a bit dangerous because you don't want the boat to sail away without you. So I tied this rope onto the bow, and it's my safety line, so that way I know that the boat's not going to sail away without me. So anyway, it's shower time. But getting out is a bit difficult.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay, now we just need a sexy hair flick.
Love that. Is this because you told him his hair looked greasy?
Yeah, literally.
The Leo is jumping out right now.
Yeah, get those pits. Max, how do you wash your bum?
Do you want to see?
Yeah.
Through the hole in your...
Let me get this one.
Alright, mate. Pickly boo.
She can't help but put the water in her mouth.
You like it? Yes, got it.
Yeah! That's dignified.
Yeah!
We didn't think it would happen.
Rip.
Yeah, she is.
MTV, welcome to my crib. There's Max. He owns the joint.
We're here in Barra de Navidad at the moment, and it's cruisers week.
It is.
We've been out racing on the water today, and as you can see, the Elixir crew has picked up some merch.
In a third place.
Wait, let me see. Let me get a close look at that t-shirt. Cruise in.
You know, that doesn't look really good.
It looks really great.
What was the boat even called that we were on?
I don't know how else I said.
It was like LGR.
I'm just humbled at your generosity, at your heart, that you would come to this little village and brighten us with your presence, with your boats, with your generosity, with your money, with your donations.
And in third place on the water race. Can I do it again? Yes. Lazy Lay Bontemps Rollet. Good times roll.
Show off the hardware.
Barra de Navidad is a bit of a cruising mecca for American sailors who have made the trip down from the States. It felt like a very different vibe from further south, where it's often rare to see any tourists at all. We spent a few nights in a marina, which was part of this huge hotel. They let us swim in the pools, which was basically a collection of jacuzzis and low-key dangerous water slides. It was fun for a day, but the novelty wore off quick, and it wasn't long before we were back on the water, continuing our journey north. What sort of fish is that?
A Pacific mackerel, I think. Yes.
That's hot. Look at this, guys.
Nice.
Wait, show the other side. Look at how close she got it to the boat. Isn't that incredible?
We're anchored in Bay Tenacatita at the moment, and we just arrived last night. And there's a really long mangrove river that like sweeps behind the back of the bay. So we're gonna go and check it out in the dinghy today. There's 4 of us. What's your name?
Naomi.
How did you find yourself on this vessel?
Because I know you. You're traveling. I'm traveling. I was previously sailing in the Caribbean, and we ended up on the other side of Mexico. And I knew you were here, and so I thought I'd stop by before heading home.
How's it been sailing on Elixir so far?
Good. It's been really good.
We're not so bad.
Yeah.
I'm pumped. I'm ready for survivor-like activity of the day. I'm hoping that we can make it before the tide f***s us up.
Yeah, there's a bit of a bar entrance to get into this river, which is going to be funny with 4 people and a 1.5 horsepower outboard engine. So we're going to give it a go. Tenacatita has to be one of my favorite spots in Mexico. The anchorage is very protected, the scenery is spectacular, and behind the beach there is a mangrovey river that appears to go a long way inland. So we decided to go for a little day out in Ian. Initially, it looked like pushing 4 people against the current would be a bit too much work for Steven Seagull, our 70-year-old antique outboard engine. But as the river widened, we picked up speed, and I was actually pretty impressed by the little engine.
You got it. Just take a deep breath.
Just breathe.
What do you think of the mangrove expedition so far?
Treacherous.
Oh how did that happen?
Trying to steer and turn off Steven, he requires a lot of special attention, and find the entrance of this all simultaneously. Collateral damage. Battle scars. She was our hero though, none of us got caught.
Yeah, none of us got hurt.
Yeah, you took one for the team there.
Yeah, you know, I'm selfless in that way.
We've seen mangrove trees like these all over the world. Unlike most trees, they thrive in salt water and grow mostly on the shoreline between the high and low water line. They have long roots that reach down to the riverbed, making the trees appear like they are standing on stilts above the surface. Not only do they accommodate a whole ecosystem, but they also provide a buffer from the ocean, and sailors often tie up the mangroves to shelter from large storms and hurricanes.
It looks a little dead. You don't think it's... We're stopping for rest. We're maybe gonna drift in the opposite direction, but where are we really going? Just having a bit of lunch.
It's beautiful.
It is. It's kind of giving something in between a plant and an animal.
As we ventured further, the river became narrower and it felt like the mangroves were closing in on us. So we decided to turn around and slowly drift back out to sea.
I got pizza pie, that's amore.
Why are you wet?
Well, a part of
Not why are
Steven
you
fell
wet.
off and I went to save it and fell in and the mangroves got me. So, yeah, hurt my leg a little bit, but it's okay.
Steven has a mind of his own, okay?
But this is nice though. We're just cruising down this little mangrovey stream.
This is peaceful. Now that we're not being like assaulted by the mangrove limbs.
Yeah, no, it got a little wider again. We saw a dead alligator.
I didn't
No,
think it was dead, you know.
It was alive.
It was dead.
It was
Bro.
alive. That thing looked dead as fuck. It was taking a nap in the sun. With its eyes open?
What about this? If it's still there in the exact same position?
It didn't even look comfortable.
Oh no, there's like loads of rocks.
Is this on?
That wound's got a little salt water in it now. Mm-hmm.
Is this an unnecessary risk? Right, this is like really scary. Scary. It's
Okay,
like
we're gonna
terrifying.
judge. Everybody hold up your school. Okay.
I'm gonna go with
What's that?
your
An
score.
8, a 7, and a 7. That's pretty high.
7 guys, whoa! That's pretty brutal.
I was mostly like a 7 because I thought you were gonna break your neck, and I didn't like the way that made me feel. I kind of like want my book first.
I don't know if that's a good idea though. Okay.
You got it. I can't get to it.
Get in the middle of it first.
Go on, go. You can do it.
Along the spin of the boat.
I don't know if maybe I can just like lay on it with my stomach and then crawl in.
Get one leg over. Nice. Spread her open.
You got it. You can recover. You can recover.
Please climb up some more.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
You got it.
This is too much. I just wanted to read my book.
Nice.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I think you could probably get in there.
Quite a lot. I feel like there's a bit of a seesaw thing going on between me and you.
Yeah, it's up and down. It's kind of fun.
Good.
Yeah, you got it. Yes.
This doesn't feel nice.
Tuck your toe. Tuck your toe. Tuck your toe. Tuck.
Yeah.
We're anchored.
I feel so funny.
I Okay, so right now we're anchored in Bay of Chamela, which is about 60 miles south of Cabo Corrientes, which is a headland that we need to sail around. The problem that we're having is the wind and the currents are blowing against us, so we've got to sail upwind against the current overnight, and it's quite windy, so we're sort of unsure as to how it's going to go, but we're going to leave tonight. It seems like after tonight there's not really a suitable weather window where we could round the Cape, so hopefully things will go smoothly.
I'm ready to do some extreme sailing. And worst case scenario, we can just turn around. We can take it on our booty, but we can't take it to the head.
I think it'll be good. I'm a little bit concerned about like how heavy the wind's getting, but we'll duck out if it gets too crazy.
I'm honestly feeling fine. It'll be fine. So we're right here. And we want to go.
Wait, no, not that far.
Wait, I can't see. We want to go here. But yeah, the Banderas. It's looking like there's some pressure building right past the Cabo de Corrientes, especially tomorrow morning and like in a few hours. So we're going to try and slot ourselves in between that time to get up and around. We'll see how it goes.
Ready?
No.
We're gonna explore.
It's looking a little windy out here. What's guano? What's going on, man? Gwen? Is this a Blondie ad?
Didn't even use my hands. So we've come over to the island and it's pretty cool. There's cactuses everywhere. There's lots of boobies and birds all over the place.
Do you like boobies, Max?
Yeah, I do. They're really cute, actually, the ones on here. They're waddling around with their little blue feet and they sit on top of the cacti. There's none up there at the moment, but if you look around at all the tops of the cacti, they're perching up there.
And
I really wanted a booby shirt, like with the birds on it, but
because you heart boobies?
I heart boobies. What? Are those turkeys? Vultures.
Oh, those are ugly.
So we decided to leave and it's pretty upwind. Probably more upwind than we thought it was going to be. There's a pretty big swell, so we're sort of like slamming into the waves a little bit, and we've got one reef in, and we're trying to decide whether it's a good idea to keep on going or not.
So we're going west. Eventually we'll need to go north, but we don't really have the angle. Big swell, a little bit of a tummy ache. We'll see how long we can keep this up, because we're trying to go like 60 miles in the northern direction, and we could probably go 60 miles, but I don't think it's going to be in that direction. And we have a limited amount of time before the wind picks up on our nose, and then like we really can't sail in this, so we're figuring it out. I just started my shift, so we will see at the end of this if we're heading in the opposite direction.
Any updates on the situation?
My stomach hurts and we're going back. Naomi took over for me because she's a superstar.
I'm kind of enjoying it, but I think it's good that we're turning back.
What influenced our decision to go back?
My stomach.
Taylor.
No, I'm just kidding. The wind was building. Because we had to go straight west, it was gonna like double our distance that we had to go.
Yeah, we're going back. We're going back to where we came from. It's alright, yeah. Yeah, we decided to turn back. We'd had enough of the upwind sailing and we figured we'd rather spend another 2 weeks in Punta Perula than sail to Puerto Vallarta. So yeah, we learned a lesson. Now we've just arrived back in the Anchorage at Chamela, where we left from. You can see on our GPS track here, we basically left and came back on exactly the same line. We sailed out on west and came back on east. But yeah, I'm glad we tried. Are you glad we tried?
I don't know. I'm still deciding. I flew up.
You chundered.
I'm Gucci now.
Nice.
I just slept through the entire thing. We left, and she went downstairs, and we anchored, and we flaked the sail, and we came downstairs. We put a kettle on, and then she crawled out of the berth.
That's the way to do it. I wish I'd actually
Okay,
slept.
you're
till
gonna
1
put the
a.m.
sail cover and the sock on in the morning. I got that. I can do that.
One of the big lessons sailing has taught me is patience. Sometimes you just have to wait for the right wind to get where you want to go. Thankfully, we were waiting in paradise and we made the most of the opportunity to visit a few more spectacular anchorages in the area. And it turns out we only had to wait a few days and the wind swung round and we decided to have another go at Cabo Corrientes.
Sail. Take 2.
Cabo Los Corrientes, take 2. You ready?
I'm ready.
Any more chunder this time, do you think?
Hey, you know what? Now that we're actually leaving in a weather window that, works, I think we'll be A-okay.
Either way, we need to get there.
Yeah. It's happening.
We're sailing. We've got wind. We're heading north and not west now. If you look right behind you, that is Cabo de Corrientes, and on the other side of that is Bahia de Banderas, which is where we're going.
So we made it this time.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We haven't rounded Cabo de Corrientes yet, but pretty much, yeah. And the sun is about to rise. It's so loud. Can I get a tail?
Yes, you can.
Said yes. Would you like fries with that?
Whoa! Whoa! Oh my god!
Thanks again for watching another update from this journey around the world. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, you may have noticed that I've had a lot of different people join on this voyage, and I like sailing with different people. It's nice to share the journey, and I find it really interesting. If sailing on Elixir is something that you would be interested in, you can find out about spaces on board before anyone else if you sign up to our Patreon. I will be posting any opportunities there before I announce them anywhere else. So yeah, there's also some extra content there, and it helps massively with Elixir's voyage and the production of these videos. Also, we have these untied tees printed on organic cotton with water-based ink, and also the designs are really cool. Thanks again for following this voyage, and I will see you in the next video.